Brochures. The only reason I do that is got a picture of the catamaran we'll be sailing on this week. So I just got the phone number, and if you get lost running around, give me a call. My name is Jerry. I'll be operating the catamaran. It's on these brochures. My son's name is Rusty. He'll be operating the 65-foot size king. The catamaran is a Hawaiian built vessel, designed by Rudy Choi. Brand name, I guess it's a custom-built boat. You have a couple number ones. They live in New Orleans. They leave New Orleans, they got a long weekend. They got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they can get off maybe even a little bit early Thursday, slip out a little bit. But let's say that if they want to come over here, let's say they have a boat, it's already in this area in Orange Beach, and they're going to spend a weekend on the boat, and they're going to go from Orange Beach to Destin, Florida. It's a nice trip. It's a nice trip, and you can plan to go inside or outside, depending on the wind and the weather, or either one. It's a real big base to go all the way, and it's a real nice trip either way. But let's say they leave New Orleans at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. By the time they get to Orange Beach, it's going to be close to 8 o'clock. By the time they get in the car, let's just say they're already loaded, got all their luggage in the car. It's by the time they get out of downtown traffic, where everything in New Orleans, it's going about a 4-hour trip to Orange Beach, and they get over here at 8 o'clock. They're really excited. Adrenaline's blowing. They're not tired at all. They've been up all. Got up early that morning, got their car packed, got everything ready before they went to work, and they're real excited. They get over here at 8 o'clock. They decide they're going to go out to dinner. Let's say they go out to dinner, they get to having dinner around 10 o'clock. Everything's nice, everything's happy, everybody's happy. They decide, well, look, if we might be feeling good and we're not sleepy yet, let's go ahead and get our boat ready. So we'll leave early in the morning. So they go grocery shopping and they get everything ready, they get everything on the boat, and everything's stored, the beer, the ice, the food, everything's ready to go. By now it's 12 o'clock. They've been up all day here, and then they start all this activity. So now the adrenaline's starting to get a little tired. So they get into bed, and then they don't get a real good night's sleep. They're still excited, you know. There's noise around the marina or whatever, and they don't get a good night's sleep. Let's say that they're going to get up at 6 o'clock, head out. They get up, make coffee, get everything ready, and they cast off at 6 o'clock. As they're going along, the lady on the boat is making coffee. She's fixing breakfast, or she's whatever they got to do that morning. And the other person on the boat is getting this boat untied. It's damp, wet, from March or whatever. They get out in the bay and they start to dest. The wind's out of this direction. And they're going from here, it's Orange Beach, and over here is Destin. So they start early, and the wind's in their face. Now the wind is in their face, and it pumps up pretty good in the morning. So it's cool, wind in their face. They're trying to sail some, they're going to get the sails up. Sails are lifting and beating and banging, and so forth. So then they keep going, they try to tack a few times, and still the way the wind's blowing. Plus when the wind's moving like this, it's a little bit flaky, puffy, hard to read. So the trip, by the time they leave at 6, by the time they get over here at 12 o'clock, the wind's even more in their face. 1:30 starts to get a little bit.
You say there's a cell phone down below?
Yeah, in the restaurant?
Yeah, one there, I know that.
We got a beautiful day here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the boat, a little bit about my thought process and getting the boat ready, and then we're going to get on out there so we can get sailing. I don't know what my father told you about the boat, but so I'm going to go ahead and give you this background of it. It's a replica of a Chesapeake Bay bug-eye. It's 65 foot from end to end. A lot of people say, well, it's only a 50-foot boat, but they don't park it. It's 65 foot long. It's all wood. These boats were originally used as oyster dredgers on the Chesapeake Bay. This is a replica that was built in the early 60s. It got a round bottom, and it's a centerboard boat, meaning the keel is retractable. I got up this morning, watched the weather, and Pam and I took the sail covers off. These usually have covers over them because the sun's real damaging to the sail, so I try to keep the covers on as much as possible. We hooked up the halyards, which are the lines that raise the sails, and I'll show you where those are as we go on. We got a southeast wind today. It was out of the north this morning. Does everybody understand how the sea breeze works on the coast? Okay, so I don't have to go over that. But what's happening right now is out of the north when I first got here this morning, and then it went totally flat. Now the water's getting warmer than the land, so we're getting our breeze off the water, and it should build as the day goes on. Ready about. Change tacks by turning downwind. There's a weather vane on top of the foremast, if any of you hadn't noticed. It's pointing in the direction the wind's coming from, of course. You want to be pointed right into the wind when you hoist sail, and you want to start aft and work forward, depending on the rig, but especially on this boat. The reason being, when I was younger, I used to sail this boat a lot by myself. Okay, you're sailing upwind, you have the sails in tight. Not too tight because you don't want to choke the boat down. What you're trying to do is create even airflow over all three sails. If you look at the telltales on the foresail, those are the pieces of yarn up there. You ideally want both pieces of yarn flying aft. You see it's luffing a little bit right now. Pete's question real quick. This is a schooner. It is not the height of the mast. That makes sense. The foresail gets blanketed by this sail, so that sail's not as critical. But in a breeze, nothing's here to blanket this, so this thing can come over with a lot of force. Boom is 3 feet longer than that boom, making the sails about the same size. Okay? This is the sail that affects my helm up, even if I was about... Well, you know you're going to be running on the same point of sail. You have a feel for the boat. Sail width, again, is called the halyard. Somebody want to do that? Whether you want to be on a broad reach or close reach. A lot of times we'll jibe and I'll leave the sail in because we're going to sail back upwind. I don't let it back out. I go ahead and leave it. Same effect. I'll pull that up. Hang on just a second. This is a good idea. And the main out on the port side. Wing and wing. It's probably the trickiest point of sail. Really small angle you're working in. Foresail's on. If you look at the weather vane, we're not running right with the wind. Just a little bit off. Wing and wing. Leave it loose, and I still have the same effect, and I've got everything up. I'm ready to do it. Time, especially if the breeze is blowing, you're going to start sailing backwards. So make sure you got room behind you.
Turkey. Turkey.
Who are you calling a turkey?
The guy that spills things.
Captain Spill. What is it?
Okay, got a ham.
Whoa!
He's
a ham.
Got a ham.
Ham. 2 hams. You got a bunch of hams.
There's a lot of hams here. Ham.
Starboard. Thank you.
Oh, you didn't see the last tomato in there?
They got the best looking captain though.
Is that our catamaran? Yeah, well, it's pretty long.
I'm turning my bow through the wind. If you watch the weather vane, you come up head to wind, you can see the sails and everything now. Change tack, but downwind. A lot different. What is that? Perfect figure eight. Okay, before we were tacking, turned our bow through the wind. This time we turned our stern through the wind to change tack. We're going to do on a starboard tack. The wind's coming over the starboard side. Double up a little bit. If the wind's blowing, you don't even have to listen. Well, I'm listening a lot too. Back on a port tack. Well, you know you're going to be running on the same point of sail. You have a feel for the boat and what point, whether you reach close or each. A lot of times we'll jibe and I'll leave the sail in because we're going to sail in. The boat, bang, starts turning back upwind. That is the opposite. Current wind will go way down. You want to go faster, you ease the sail. Look up at the weather vane. It's going to go right behind us. We're going to push the fore out on the starboard side and the main out on the port side. How many sailors do we have here? Go ahead, you can admit it. You're a sailor. Wing and wing. It's probably the trickiest point of sail. Really small angle you work in. No, they give you a rating. Foresail's on. If you look at the weather vane, we're not running right with the wind. It's a one. Running a few more spots. Other way there, Tiller man. One point. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I want to be at 45. Come up and let that sail just luff a little bit. Mainsail. Start bringing her back. Bring her down to start back.
Green marks that were coming up on that there should be 61, I think.
And we were in the back.
And it's at 63, so there's 61. From here, on this side of the bay, tacking our way out. Tacking our way out there, so now we're going towards those marks of green.
Yeah, I like those. That matched up to the greens.
Oh, really?
We were like this. Okay. You like this. Okay. Now, I'm in full chance to understand the words. Oh, sure. But you're not about a nerd, you know. He wouldn't listen, and then he go up there and he said, well,
I think we will do more as we get away.
Yeah, that was
not as old as I am, but almost.
well, he'll hit it. He'll hit it.
How much further up is it?
Do they have one down here?
You could tell that when you were at the tiller.
Yeah, that was on,
I had all the money in the world. I had
There is one. That's what I like to do. 4 years.
I can never get it.
Like on a vacation, they'll say, right?
trying to figure out what all this means. Now, I'm already confused. We got these markers here, and then we go along. We see a marker.
So you know where you are.
By the way, battery.
Give her a jacket.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They took us out in a 60-foot.
That was a catch, I guess.
Uh-huh.
We had to sail about 30, 40 miles out into the bay. Boy, it was rough.
.42 feet high. That'll be right under the green light. Got two red lights. Red lights mark the side of the channel. Green marks the center. 42 feet. Right around the green light. After you cross the bridge, see out in the middle of the bay, it's real shallow. Way down this bay from this island here, as far as you can see, just follow the sandbars.
There's a bunch of them. What is it? A pod? A Debbie? That's what they're saying. A spool. Three of them. Three rolled up there. Get that? Everybody is running.
Well, I don't know. The noise is filmed.
Oh, that's how you get to be a little spectacle. That's Chattanooga is good.
Big group.
Oh, he was doing it.
Oh, look at that.
Everybody coming close. Getting it?
Yeah, I got it. That's gonna follow the boat right behind us. There they are, right back there. Came out of the boat.
Yeah, I got them.
There they are, right there.
We're out on our 53-foot catamaran. This is an elder hostel group. We do 4 of these in the spring and usually 4 in the fall. The guests come in on Sunday night and stay to Friday afternoon. We go over navigation, piloting, and try to learn a little bit about boating safety and sailing. I have Janice at the wheel right now. She came in Sunday. She's already an expert. We're sailing down Perdido Bay. Perdido Bay is probably 15 miles long, up to 2 or 3 miles wide. And you can see we have a lot of water out here, but we've seen dolphins, we see great blue heron, brown pelican, and a lot of other different bird life. Out on sea life out here, we have crab. We've already seen dolphin, as I said, but in these waters are redfish, speckled trout, flounder, and a lot of other sea life. A lot of snails and things like that for kids to find to play with. This is an excellent area for swimming and boating of all kinds. The group we have here is from all over the United States. Particularly, we got a big group from the Midwest and the Northeast. As you can see, the weather's nice, sunny, and warm down here right now. And I think we've had a wonderful trip. We have a gorgeous sunset tonight. Yeah. I got Pat here. Where are you from, Pat?
Fowler, Ohio.
From Ohio. Dennis, where are you from? From Minnesota. So see, we got them from all over. Ohio may being the founder of the NCAA tournament this week. But anyway, it is a wonderful afternoon, and we've got a lot of friends out here, and it's winds are blowing just right. Hope you come see us down here. Down the Alabama coast between Mobile and Pensacola, Florida, Orange Beach, Alabama.
Okay.
Thank you.
What we'll do, we want to make up to this side a little bit, because then we can turn and go out across the bay.
Yeah.
They're parking crab traps. When I borrowed the money to buy this boat, I realized he was right. You were not. That's a PJ Clyde. I had this PJ. Back over.
Wadsworth Lake Returns is located in Florida. It's in the south of Winter Haven. Winter Haven is for those of you who are Tribe fans, spring training home of the Cleveland Indians. Lake Return is very proud of association with the Cleveland Indian organization. Go Tribe! And demands of the communities they serve. Wadsworth Citizens Hospital, free family activities at the tent, near the gazebo and free health screening. Wadsworth High School open house today from 2 to 5:30 p.m. Shuttle service available located at Lake Adam near 4th Street. Check out this new state-of-the-art high school, $35 million. The good news, not even paid for by taxes, paid for by the foundation here in Wadsworth. Josh, flying the sky ski. Time to rock. Here we go. Time to roll. Here we go. Across the wing. Across the wing. See how he pulls back on the handle, gaining the lift. Same principle of airplane wing. Same principle of airplane wing. Speed and angle of stack, top lift. The principle of an airplane wing. That is extreme. Josh, rock and roll. Air roll. Wing roll. Hey, Josh. Josh will be among the first to tell you, with a little bit of practice, you too can learn to crash the sky ski. I'll continue on again, taking that speed water start. Popularity of the sky ski has really increased dramatically over the past several years. We perform shows throughout Europe. Everyone asks about the sky ski. How long does it take to learn to fly? A little bit of practice, 8 or 9 hours, you can maintain your balance on it. The rolls, well, that takes hundreds of hours of practice. And Josh, again, making it look easy. With the air roll, without crossing the wake, and the wake roll. It's called a sky ski, designed by Mike Murphy, the innovator of the sky ski. The girls of the Cypress Garden ski team just want to have fun. Jeannie, Sean, and Susan. They perform in the Aqua Ballet, a tradition dating back to 1948, to the music of Cyndi Lauper. As they place their feet in the tow rope handle, turning 180 degrees. A performing art they have mastered. They all possess a strong background in dance, ballet, and obviously very strong water ski. The Aqua Ballet. fathers in the world. A husband and wife team, Sean and Jeff Saka. Get a camera, get it ready. Our husband and wife team, Sean and Jeff Saka. Adagio on water, adapted from Bears ice skating, and introduced at Cypress Gardens in 1973. The rope attached to the harness Jeff is wearing allows him to keep both hands free. It wasn't always that way. In the early days, the Aquamaids just rode on the shoulders of the men. The only choreography were the arm movements of the ladies. That changed with the advent of the strap harness. Combining artistry with athleticism, balance with strength. Sean originally from Plant City, Florida, has been in our shows 10 years, 3-time Skier of the Year. Jeff, a former Skier of the Year, has been with the Gary 15 years. He's out of Eagle River, Wisconsin. The state of Wisconsin has produced by far more professional show skiers than any other place in the world. Husband and wife team, Sean and Jeff Saka. The grace, poise, and beauty of a prima ballerina on water. Please welcome the beautiful and talented Miss Jeannie Byer. Jeannie performing the most difficult and intricate turns in swivel skiing. The most photographed skier in the history of Cypress Gardens, Jeannie Byer. Jeannie's appeared in TV commercials, most recently the Southwest Airlines commercial, featuring several of the young ladies from the Cypress Gardens ski show. Advertisements in magazines, features documentaries now still seen in Germany, features Jeannie. Now watch the 360 turns. Hand to hand, overhead, clockwise, counterclockwise. Jeannie joined us at Cypress Gardens shortly after graduating. Our Cypress Gardens skier, Bill Baldwin. degrees. Watch Josh flying underneath at a speed of nearly 55 miles an hour. It's called a helicopter, a 360. Garrett to the air. Josh underneath and down. Over the past 52 years. They close the gap. Neck to neck, knee to knee, ski to ski, over the edge. Whoa! When he's not golfing, he enjoys fishing. And then every now and then he puts on skis. By the way, what are you going to do on those skis, Corky?